Mark chapter 9. We're going to take a look at verse 14. When you have found it, say, I got it, I got it. If you're still looking, say, hold on. When God has blessed you, have strong enough limbs to stand, I do ask you stand this time. I'll be reading to you from the New International Version, Mark 9, begin reading at verse 14. Listen for the word. When they came to the other disciples, they saw a large crowd around them, and the teachers of the law arguing with them. As soon as the people saw Jesus, they were overwhelmed with wonder and ran to greet him. What are you arguing with them about? He asked. A man in the crowd answered, Teacher, I brought you my son, who's possessed by a spirit that has robbed him of speech. Whenever it seizes him, it throws him to the ground. He foams at the mouth, he gnashes his teeth, and becomes rigid. I asked your disciples to drive out the spirit, but they could not. I asked your disciples to drive out the spirit, but they could not. You unbelieving generation, Jesus replied, how long shall I stay with you? How long shall I put up with you? Bring the boy to me. So they brought him. When the spirit saw Jesus, it immediately threw the boy into a convulsion. He fell to the ground and rolled around, foaming at the mouth. Jesus asked the boy's father, how long has he been like this? From childhood, he answered. It has often thrown him into the fire or water to kill him. But if you can do anything, take pity on us and help us. If you can, said Jesus, everything is possible for one who believes. Immediately, the boy's father exclaimed, I do believe. Help me overcome my unbelief. When Jesus saw that the crowd was running to the scene, he rebuked the impure spirit. You deaf and mute spirit, he said, I command you, come out of him and never enter him again. The spirit shrieked, convulsed him violently, and came out. The boy looked so much like a corpse that many said he's dead. But Jesus took him by the hand and lifted him to his feet, and he stood up. After Jesus had gone indoors, his disciples asked him privately, why couldn't we drive it out? He replied, this kind come out only by prayer. If you got the King James Version, this kind comes out through prayer and fasting. For a brief moment, I want you to ponder upon the subject, a crisis in the valley. Amen. Look at your neighbor, say, neighbor.
Neighbor.
There's a crisis.
There's a crisis.
In the valley.
In the valley.
A crisis in the valley. My beloved in the Lord, we are in the midst of an international, worldwide crisis.
Yes, yes.
This coronavirus has been kicking our butts since it started in China, took over Italy, spread throughout all of Europe, now here in these United States. Crisis. NBA shut down all of their games. Crisis. Officially, as of yesterday, no more cruises anywhere. Crisis. School districts closed. Crisis. NCAA tournament canceled. Crisis. Emmanuel Soccer League, they put the tournament, the championship game on Saturday. Shut that down. Crisis. Mid-year. Our mid-year. Shut down. Crisis. Love, go into Walmart, you can't find any hand sanitizer. Can't find any Lysol. Can't find any toilet paper. Can't find any meat. We are in a crisis. The thing that bothers me is every time you turn on the news, the way in which things are portrayed, the way things are presented. If you allow the spirit of the presenter to get into your spirit, it would leave you in a panic. So I want to share with you that sometimes you got to be careful when the world is in a crisis. I said that when the world is in a crisis. My beloved, as we look at our text under consideration today in the Gospel of Mark, we find something very particular that's transpiring. We find that after Jesus has a mountaintop experience of being away with Peter, James, and John, where they had an opportunity to see him transfigured, when he was able to show them that he was in a conversation with Elijah over the prophets and Moses over the law. Such a high moment in time. They come down from the mountain to the level ground, which I'm going to call the valley, to see a whole lot of chaos, confusion transpiring in our text. As a matter of fact, we find a crisis transpiring in our particular text. He finds a crisis in the valley whereby the people told him, your disciples were unable to cast out this demon from my child. Your disciples, the one who's been given the power and authority, your disciples were unable to carry out this task. There's so much to the point, such a crisis, that the father of the child even wonders if Jesus can do it. How do you know, preacher? Because he says, if you can. But Jesus says something to him that makes him come back and say, you know what? I believe. Please help my unbelief. I stopped by this morning because I hear a lot of Christians in a panic. I'm afraid, I'm scared, I don't know what to do. Do you think this is the end of the world? I'm like, really? My beloved in the Lord, I can hear in that cry a similar cry to this father. And I stopped by that sometimes you guys say, Lord, I believe you're going to see us through Corona. I believe, but help my unbelief. Perhaps somebody needs to shut down the television a little bit more and begin to pray. One of the most helpful things you can do when you're going through a crisis is not look at what you can do to prevent, but you got to look at what you can do in order for you to be able to get out of the situation. Many of you may not be aware of this, but I was the person who was contacted whenever there was a crisis in the school system. If a child died, if something like Parkland shooting, I was one of the first ones to the scene to assess the situation, to determine how many counselors need to come out. In order for you to be able to look at the situation, you got to be able to assess it, observe, see what's going on, and see what are the things that I need to do in order to stabilize the environment. And I stopped by to let you know that sometimes you just got to think through what are some common practices that we ought to be able to ordinarily do. Continue hand washing, continue to distance ourselves from people, not to be in a panic. If you have a sore throat, you know what you should do to treat a sore throat. If you have a runny nose, you know what you should do to treat a runny nose. But you also should be able to do what? Make sure you have a lot of disinfectants around the house, right? And so you should be able to make sure that disinfectants are there so the germs will not spread. Well, my beloved, whenever there's disbelief, it's like a germ. And if that germ continues to spread, you believe it'll catch on like wildfire. But whenever you know that you have to intervene, then sometimes you have to look at our particular text and you can glean some things that we should be doing. We should be praying. Hello, somebody. Praying for God to do something in the midst of this worldwide international crisis. My beloved, as we look at our text, I want you to realize there's several things that we can glean from today. And the very first one is I want you to realize that this thing had a purpose. God had a purpose for placing this in the Bible. And I want you to realize that it's important for you to realize that the disciples were unable to be effective as disciples. What do you mean by that? They had the inability to carry out their task as disciples. Understand, they had the ability to understand what the problem was. They had the knowledge to cast out the spirit, but they were unable to carry out the act this time. And I believe that the missing element is what Jesus told them was transpiring at the end. And so, my beloved, the very first thing I think we must remember to first pray. Someone said we got to pray.
We got to pray.
You got to go back to your basics. A crisis arrives, you got to get down on bended knees and say, Father, I need you right now. This coronavirus is overwhelming, God. God, I can't hear it on the radio. I don't want to see it again on social media. I don't want to see it on a television. I don't want to see it on a headline on the paper. I don't want to see number 45 get on a television and confuse me any more than I'm already in. God, I need you, God, to just stretch your mighty hand. And I believe that in just one touch, you can take it away. In just one touch, you can set a cease and desist order on the coronavirus. But God, I also want you to tell me, what can I do? What does the world need to do? You got to undivided attention. The entire world is about to shut down. God, show me what we should be doing, what I should be doing, and how can I play my part in making it better. I believe it's bigger than an illness. I believe it's bigger than getting our attention and a pandemic being able to go all throughout the world. I believe God is not pleased with the morality of humanity. God is not pleased with the behavior of the Christian church. God is not pleased with the character that bears witness to those who are followers of Christ. And I believe that sometimes God has to get our undivided attention. That's the only time that everybody can get together and do what they know would work. And everybody gets together and pray. Pray and cry out to a God who they know can help them when they're in despair. And I declare God needs us to cry out. And I'm calling for Bethel, the church. We're going to be praying daily. Our prayer line is going to be open at 12 noon. And I want you to call in at 12 noon every single day. And we're going to continue to pray. Hello, somebody. We're going to pray until heaven allows the mountaintop experience from glory to visit the agonies of the valley right here on earth. Hello, somebody. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, we got to pray. We got to pray. Now, there's another purpose involved in this particular text. And I need you to understand the importance of this one. Because this text had another purpose. And it was to stress the need and give insight into the nature of the faith in the disciple. What do you mean, preacher? Well, everyone who's a student of God's word is a disciple. But you know, you have different types of students. You have a student who's just going to do enough to get by. Boy, don't come home with nothing less than a C. They get straight C's on the report card. Hello, somebody. All A's in this house, they're going to stress to get all A's and get a B. They're going to be nervous. I believe the believer's expectation is mediocrity. We okay just getting by. Well, why do I gotta go do that? At such and such church, they're not doing that. I had someone to write on Facebook, my college roommate, I'm not gonna call his name. He's a preacher too, but he had an audacity to write down that he's not requiring everybody to come to church on tomorrow. And then he talked about the reasons why you shouldn't come to church, and he started quoting the Bible wrong. He said something about a plague, and when they had a plague in Egypt, God had to pass over and God told everybody to stay home. I said, nah, that ain't what's in the text. Go to Hebrews 12 and 13, you will learn you had to put blood over the doorposts. And the reason why he put blood over the doorposts was when God himself was coming over to kill the firstborn, when he saw the blood, he would pass over. But nobody said stay home from being able to come into the assembly. And my beloved of the Lord, we have to follow the laws of the land. If they say we must close the church, then we shall do that. But don't misquote the word of God. My beloved, as we hear today, the only way that we can grow in our faith, the only way that we can begin to get closer and more connected to God. Number one, we must first make the decision, but we got to begin to fast. Someone say fast. You got to fast for your breakthrough. The purpose of a fast is deny yourself of something you enjoy doing. It's not just food. Deny yourself of something you enjoy doing so that you can replace that time communing with God, reading God's word, meditating on God's word, so by the time you are finished fasting, you can receive a divine revelation and you're crystal clear as to what God would have you to do. I believe it's time for us to do a corporate fast. So I'm calling for us for corporate prayer, but also corporate fasting. 12-hour fasting a day. Hello, somebody? So if you can fast for 12 hours, if you can start from 12 to 12, that'll be great until we pray. I'm calling for a corporate fast so we can fast together and pray together. I believe if we can fast together as a church and pray together as a church, then God will do some miraculous things right here in Bethel. But God will bless each and every one of our households. Am I right about it?
Amen.
So, my beloved, Jesus said to his disciples that this kind comes out through prayer and fasting. Which means that every now and then you're going to have a trial. Every now and then you're going to have a tribulation. Every now and then you're going to have a coronavirus experience. Every now and then you're going to have someone to try you on your job. Every now and then you're going to have a teacher that gets on your good last there. Every now and then you're going to have somebody that's going to try you and you know want to take you back to days when you were not saved. Can I get a witness? But you have to come to realize that God has called you for such a time as this to pray and to fast. I believe that's very basic, to pray and to fast. I believe if you can pray and fast, then you can see miracles transpire. This child's condition was healed. You don't know what God's about to do in this place. But God's about to revolutionize Bethel. And I believe, I can't speak for all churches, but if every church decided to fast and pray collectively, what would God do? God is not pleased with our conduct. Hello, somebody? Some of us have treated this like a ritualistic religion. In other words, I know every Sunday at a certain time, I go to church school, go to church, I go to Bible study, I go to my meetings, and I do what I'm asked to do, and I go back home. It's more to that connection to God. How often do you pray other than saying your grace? How often do you pray other than when you go to bed? How often do you pray other than when you're asked to pray? Time is now for us to realize that we got to constantly communicate with our God throughout the day. I'm driving the car, we talking. You would drive by and he lost his mind, but I'm talking to God like I talk to you. Because I know he's listening, and guess what? I listen to him. And that's the kind of relationship you got to want to have, an intimate, close relationship with God. God is the only person that will not let you down. I praise God. I love my wife, my best friend. We celebrated 26 years of marriage on yesterday, but I cannot put my all full trust in her as I put in my God. I have to put more trust in God than I have to put in her. I got a lot of trust in her. Hello, somebody. But I got more trust in God. Amen. Fabric said, clean it up, clean it up. Well, my beloved, I'm here today to let you know that we have to recognize that we are living amongst the valley, but we're not in the valley.
Amen.
Listen to what I'm saying to you now. We're living amongst the valley, but we're not in the valley. We're not of the valley. So we can't respond to the crisis the same way a non-believer responds to it. A non-believer can panic because they have no hope. A non-believer can cry and become distraught because they don't have a solution. But I'm just so happy to know that in the text today we learn something that's very important for us to recognize as disciples. When we prayed and when we fasted and we realized we can't get our breakthrough, there's always one more thing that you have. You know, there's something called a trump card. All right, whenever you play spades, all right, spades are trump. And so if somebody think they got you and they put down an ace of heart, another person put down a king of heart, and another person put down a jack of heart, the ace of heart think they got it. But you come out, the last card is a two of spades. Bam! That's a trump card. And that trump card will supersede everything. And you can talk trash and tell them, get up. Or I'll stop by to let you know you got a trump card. When coronavirus strikes, when they strike you in your job, when they try to badmouth you, when they try your child has lost their mind, you pray, you fast. Sometimes you gotta get your trump card, and your trump card is Jesus. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta call on the name of Jesus. Yeah. Is there anybody not ashamed to have a little talk with Jesus? Anybody not ashamed to tell him about all your trials? You know, you hear your face crying, answer them by and by. Oh, can you hear a little prayer wheel turning? Can you hear a little, feel a little fire burning? I'm here to let you know a little talk with Jesus in the valley will make everything all right.
Yeah. Yes.
You're a child of God, you're not hopeless. You have hope. You're a child of God, you're not worthless. You have value. You're a child of God, you have direction because God is ordering your steps. Stay encouraged. Keep on praying. Keep on fasting. And remember your trump card. Spades will never be the same. Stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. We can't live our lives in fear. We can't live our lives in fear. We got to keep on praying and keep on fasting. And remember, your trump card is Jesus Christ. May God bless you, and may God keep you. Is my prayer.